People and projects, 93.7 The Light, Hope 100.7. I'm JT Burcham. Welcome. Today we're going to Xenia with Pastor Chaz Stapleton. Pastor Chaz, how you doing today, sir?
JT, I'm doing great. Thank you so much for reaching out and connecting. Glad to be here.
And I'm thanking you for your patient flexibility. Thank you for being here. You are pastor at Home Avenue. Do you call it Home Avenue Church or just Home Church?
Home Church. Yeah, we are on Home Avenue, so that does make sense, but it's Home Church on Home Avenue. Yep.
Okay. Home Church. Tell me a little bit about Home Church. First of all, how long you been there? How long's the church been there? Tell us about Home Church.
Yeah, sure. So Home Church, we launched September 12th of 2021. So right after the spike of COVID, people starting to get back into routines and schedules and getting out and around people. So we launched September 12th of 2021. So this September, wow, we'll be 4 years old. So Home Church is incredible. We have 3 services, 8:30, 10, and 11:30. And the run has been great. The last 4 years, God has blessed our church. Really, obviously all glory and honor to him. We've seen so many people saved. We've seen baptisms. JT, I was just thinking this week, I was talking with a married couple. We've seen so many marriages healed. It's been an incredible thing in the last 4 years. Thank you for asking.
Yep. Well, thank you for what you're doing, because your church is hosting a community worship service. So it takes strong churches to be willing to gather together. So thank you for your leadership in that. Before we go to the community service, though, 4 years, that's still a new church. It's not been around forever and ever. That's so cool.
Yeah, so 4 years. Yep, not a whole lot of time underneath our belt per se, but what God's done to mature this church has been incredible. I think early on, God gave us a heart for the city of Xenia. I was 24 when we launched. My wife was 21. Here we are. I'm 30. We've got 3 kids. And it's been incredible. We were a little worried up front that we would just attract a younger crowd, which, I mean, we do. We've got great young families that come to our church, great kids program. So that's there, but it's been really encouraging to see these young families. Some of their parents and even grandparents are coming with them so that they can worship together, go out and grab a late breakfast after that 8:30 or even lunch after that 11:30 service, and really seeing the multi-generational impact that's been able to happen in just 4 years. Again, just all glory to Jesus. It's been absolutely an honor to be a part of.
Yeah, very cool. That's neat to hear. Excited for what's ahead for Home Church then.
Yeah.
I do, full disclosure, I drive by your building every single day.
Yeah.
I love your simple, clean, your home logo, and your facility, from the street is always spotless and clean and very professional.
Yeah.
It must be an indication of what's going on inside too, I bet.
Simple, clean, and now always under construction.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, let's talk about the community worship service real quick. I understand that you're kind of helping bring that together. It's not just a home church event. Other churches are involved. Yes.
Yeah. So the citywide worship event, it was kind of birthed out of a few pastors here in Xenia that would just periodically grab lunch or grab coffee together, and just threw out the idea of what would it look like for us to get together and worship. And somebody was crazy enough to mention the idea of laying down the sacred Sunday morning, which is a big deal to us pastors and churches, right? And just coming together saying, hey, for that Sunday, we are going to allow the church to leave the building. We know the church is not a building, it's people. So we're going to let it be what it is, and we're going to gather together this Sunday. It's the 27th at Shawnee Park in downtown Xenia, 10:30. And a lot of those original pastors are going to be there, and even more churches are coming to be a part of that day. And we're really looking forward to it. It's going to be great.
Now, I don't want to, start any problems, but I mean, are there particular churches kind of spearheading it, or is it really so many churches you couldn't even name them?
Yeah, I think we've done a great job of making sure that there are no big I's and no little U's.
Nice.
That's been our heart from the beginning of even the origination of the conversation. Was this wasn't going to be a home church thing or an AHOP thing or a Liberty Worship thing or an Emmanuel Baptist thing. These are all incredible churches that are here in Xenia, and many more that I could name. But the goal would be that we're just collectively going to push this together. And again, we have multiple different preferences and styles of worship, and those are incredible and those are awesome. But for this Sunday, we're going to lay it down. And we all agree on the same primary doctrines, right? The death, burial, and resurrection of Jesus, the virgin birth, scriptures being inspired and inerrant and authoritative, all those main doctrines, sin and salvation. Where we may differ on some secondary things and just some preferential things as far as worship style and maybe liturgy for the day, we've decided to lay that down on a Sunday and come together for the main things. And kind of the running inspiration for it was, when we get to heaven, it's not going to be a Pentecostal section or a Baptist section or a Methodist section or a Lutheran section. But we are all there because of the grace of Jesus, and he sits on his throne and we are his children, and we're going to be worshiping together. So really it gives us a glimpse and a look of what heaven will look like. And one of the things that I utilize for our church is I encourage them, this is good for your discipleship, for you to lay down your preference in honor of your brothers and sisters, how they worship in China and worship in the Middle East and worship in Mexico. It's totally different than what we do here. But when we get to heaven and when we worship together, all of that stuff will be laid out. So it's a good stretch of faith to lay down preferences on that day.
Yeah. All nations and all tribes are going to be
That's
together.
right. Yeah. That's right.
However, I have a buddy who passed away a couple of years ago. He and I used to always do skillet concerts together. And he and I have already prearranged. We are going to meet at the Skillet stage in heaven.
That's right.
I do hope.
Yeah, that's a good place. You'll be there. The Gaither section will be over here. Yeah.
Yeah. You understand where I'm going. However, you're exactly right. You know what? We all go to church and do it our own way. It is good for us to get together and do it together sometimes.
That's right.
I love what you're doing. I love it when churches work together, especially on a service like this. Very cool. Probably a good opportunity for people who don't go to church very often to maybe come out and
absolutely
enjoy worship with their neighbors. Yeah.
That's right. That's right. Yep.
Yeah. What might someone expect? What should someone expect? Maybe they don't go to church very often. What's going to happen Sunday morning, 10:30, Shawnee Park?
Yep. So I think first and foremost, this is a rain or shine event. I mean, obviously, if it's lightning and doing things that would be unsafe, we'd make a call. But the churches that are going to be a part, we are fully equipped and well prepared. We're going to bring tents to cover the grass areas and things like that. If you were just coming, one, I tell you, get there a little early. This event last year, we saw over 1,400 people there. So this is an incredibly well-attended event, very strong attendance. So what I would say is, we have over 600 seats underneath the pavilion. So you can have a chair that's there that's ready to go. If you would prefer to stand back a little bit, whether it's for an audio reason or if you're bringing a young family, we utilize the grass area. There's several families, a lot of people in that grass area. We have some additional speakers out there as well, so you can hear. So if you're bringing young kids, bring a blanket, bring a lawn chair. If you're planning on coming and you don't want to sit underneath the pavilion, bring a lawn chair. That grass area will be used. Donuts and coffee will be there. Those are always pluses, right? So those will be there as well. but it will be an extremely simple Sunday, and that's the goal. It's not going to be chaotic. It's not going to be confused. There's not going to be a whole lot going on. We try to keep it at 75 minutes. So that's our goal. We stay really close to that. And you'll hear multiple different worship leaders from multiple different churches. You'll hear an incredible pastor, Pastor Lonnie Snell, from Strong Point Church in Columbus is going to be with us. We're extremely excited and honored to have him there. But the service will be hosted by local pastors, and the worship will be done by local worship leaders and musicians. Come early. Make sure you have a good parking spot. There's some city parking. You can park near the park. You can utilize the school that's over there as well. And a plus for young families, when you're done, Xenia's done an incredible job with their new park as well. So you can take your family to go hit that up afterwards. But that's a glimpse of what the day will look like.
Excellent. Yeah. You make me feel more comfortable trying to come now. So hopefully visitors will show up. Now, how many years have you done this? It sounds like you've done this at least last year. You said you have 600 chairs set up, but 1,400 people have been there. So bringing lawn chairs is a good thing. What else have you learned from experience out here?
Yeah, so this is year 4. And again, some of the origination was, we want it to be a Sunday. We want it to be a Sunday morning. So a lot of churches will do a Saturday night, or let's do something. We wanted to do something that cost us. And Sunday morning, people make the Sunday morning the main thing. And lovingly, it's just not. Jesus is the main thing. So Sunday morning is a big thing for us to just kind of lay that down and come together. We've been doing this 4 years. So this will be our 4th year gathering. And just, again, some of the principles that we've learned is local worship teams. They've been practicing a couple weeks out leading up to it. We have an outside speaker come in every year. So one of the commitments from the local pastors were, hey, this is not a specific church thing. So one of the ways that we're going to do that is, we're not going to use a Xenia pastor to preach that day. We're going to receive as well on that day. So we use an outside communicator to come, and it's overall an incredible day that's very simple. But it's a great thing to witness and get a glimpse of what heaven will look like on that Sunday.
Very cool. And if you've just tuned in, I'm talking with Pastor Chaz Stapleton from Home Church here in Xenia, talking about a Xenia Citywide worship service this Sunday. Matter of fact, if you're listening on Sunday morning, it's this morning at 10:30. How about that? So
come down.
This Sunday, July 27th. You're going to be there with the kids and the family. Yes, Chaz?
Yeah, my wife, Valerie, our 3 kids, got 2 boys, Amos and Bethel, and then baby Eden will be there. It's one of our family's favorite services, and definitely one of our church's favorite services for the year.
Very cool. Well, thank you for helping plan it. Thank you for your work at Home Church. Again, if folks are looking for a church after this Sunday, Home Church, I imagine, always welcomes you also.
Absolutely. Yeah, we'd love to have you. There's several local churches that are incredible. And if we're a great fit for you and can help you grow, we'd love to have you there. But our big thing is we want you in a local church that's helping you and your family grow and develop. So even if Home Church isn't that, let us help you find where you need to be.
I love your spirit. Thank you very much, Pastor Chaz. Appreciate it.
Appreciate you.
Shawnee Park, 10:30 this Sunday. See you there. Thanks, Pastor Chad. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you.